Okay, hello everybody. Welcome in. We are at a Tuesday, and the market just look at this, y'all. This is just crazy. It just looks slow, slow. I have to do my prices like this to make it look like it's moving, but it's really not. It's just really in a really tight range right now. Real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. Who we got with us today? We got Drew, we got Dwayne, we got Hal, we got Kuba, we got Schwaz, and we got Mark. And we were going to do a scalping session today. And for everybody keeping up at home, we basically said this is the best indicator that we've got. This is the UT bot that tells us when to buy and sell on the 1 minute. However, we did add a little bitty indicator in here, if you can see it. Let me change that to white. I don't think it's white yet. And it's called consolidation zones. And we changed that zone color to white. Guess I've already done it. So that basically that tells us not to take a trade if the sell signal or the buy signal comes within that little area there because it's really just consolidation. So you see that little bitty area right there, we got the sell signal, but the sell signal looked like it would have been just fine. It does look like it would be just fine. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to watch AD and I'm going to watch a chart up top as well with some different things. We got a 15-second chart over here. We've got a 1 minute chart here. We've got a 5 minute chart here. And we'll just see what we can get into. Has Mark joined us yet? Yeah, Mark's here. Hey, Mark, we've got the whole crew here today. See if we can hear Mark. So let's see if we can do something. The buy signal came outside of that. So this thing says we've got a bear wick. And Mark and I have not been able to figure out exactly what a bear wick is, but apparently we've got a bear wick. So I'm going back to Trade and trying to open another account. Hopefully they'll let me do it this time. So let's see. The market's up big today, isn't it? It's up 0.85% on the E-minis, and it's up 1.66% on NASDAQ. So things are really, 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 really up. And so let's see if we get some movement here. See if we can get us a little trade. Now, Mark, the other day when we were messing up, we were taking trades that weren't on the chart. So I'm going to try to just take trades that are set up by the chart today. Got a buy on the 15, but we would be going against our sell signal on the 1. So I'm not sure that I want to take that until I get a buy signal on the 1. And then also, I would also be confirming that with AD as well. Oh, there's my little thing. There he is. My little cumulative deltas. So AD's going down. I definitely would not take a long, even though this said to go buy and looks like it's working. But AD is still down. Yeah, the difference between the Hakanashi and the regular candle was wildly different. Yeah, that's true. And what these are, they look like Hakanashi, but these are called linear regression candles. And they kind of do the same thing. They kind of smooth it out like a Hakanashi does. So they look really, really similar to the Hakanashi. I need to study them so I'll know what they are. Had to go back to the dentist today. That was no fun. Then they told me that my crown had fallen off, my temporary crown. They said, "No, don't worry, we've got your permanent crown here." I said, "Already?" I said, "It hadn't been a week." They said, "Yeah, we'll just put it on." And then it didn't fit right or something. So they said, "We're going to have to deaden you because we got to really poke around on your gums." And I'm like, "Oh, no." I was like, "Give me the nitrous." "Well, we don't want to have to charge you for the nitrous. You think you could just do it without the nitrous?" And I'm like, "I guess." So I got a shot in my mouth. Not a fan of that at all. So my $40,000. What do you not see in the selection? The linear regression candles, Lin Reg candles.
Yeah, I don't see that when I'm looking at the different options in trading view.
Okay, let's see if we can find them.
Is it an indicator or is it a candle? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the candles.
Here it is. Linear regression candles.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. But to me, these are the best signals that we've got. So I got linear regression candles. I got UT bot alerts. I got VWAP in. I've got the pre-market high and low, and then those consolidation zones. And the last video that Mark and I watched basically had those zones set up that were really cool to kind of keep us from getting into chop areas. That would have been a good buy signal. Can't believe AD didn't confirm it though. AD did not confirm. Let's see if we get a buy here on the 1 minute and not in a consolidation zone. Yeah, the market looks really, really choppy, like a chop fest right now. And another thing that I need to do is put in an audible signal that'll tell me when the buy or sell signal comes up so I don't have to watch the screen so intently. So I could be doing other things like finishing my stupid book. Sell signal on the 15. AD going down. I'm not sure what these little lines are. It looks like they're in conjunction with the zones here. So I need to look up a little more on that indicator and tell me why it's forming those there. Because that sell signal didn't come within that chop period, but it did come within that. And now we're in a chop period. It was flashed for a moment and was coming back. That's okay. We're going to be patient. And that's really the hardest part is the patience. All we need is one good little signal to give us our $200 for the day, and then we can be done. Looks like we're still in that lunchtime chop. Everybody's kind of groggy, coming back with from their sandwich or their slice of pizza. And just nobody really making any movement in the market. It's slow as molasses. A friend of mine told me a joke the other day about molasses, and I can't remember what it was. It was actually kind of funny. That was a great sell signal there. Look at that. Yeah, God knows I did everything I could to make this better with Claude, and we just couldn't do it. And so I just think, these are really, really strong. I wish I knew how to make this. Like I can go over here and make this one thing, but it shows the 5 minute. Um, let's say from 9:30 today. I like the 1 minute better. There's a sale, but it looks like it's sold in a chop. There's a buy, which looks pretty good. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So you've got a few signals today. Let's see what today's action looks like on the 1 minute. And you got a beautiful buy at the open. Look at that. Day done right there. Your very first signal of the day was a done, then chop, then a chop sale, then a buy, then a sale, then a buy, sale, buy, sale. Looked okay. Buy, then a chop, buy, sale. Buy worked good. Sale worked good. Chop, chop, chop. And now we're just choppy, choppy, choppy. Let's move this back to the 5. Let's move this back to 3.
Yeah, you left the you left the door open.
I was watching YouTube last night and watched an interesting thing with the trader who used, I think it was order flow or volume profile. I'm not sure what he had on his chart, but it looked like volume profile, but I think he called it order flow. And it was per candle, maybe for a 5 minute candle. That looks pretty interesting. But I just think this is just simple and clean. This is just a clean chart. We don't have a lot on it. We just got the two indicators. And of course, we got VWAP, which doesn't appear anywhere. Like we must be way above VWAP today because I don't see my yellow line. I do see this blue line, and the blue line is our overnight high, and our pink dotted line is our overnight low. So here's our pre-market high, pre-market low, and we are above all of those. So the sale, even though it came through the chop, looks like it would have been a great, great trade if we had been here just a few minutes earlier to take that. But we'll wait on our next signal. Let's see, this came up about 21,312, 21,287. What's that? 13 and 25 points. If we could have held on to that. 25 points times 20. What's that? $500. We would have been done for the day. And actually could have stayed in a little longer. We might have got out here when those started turning green. AD still looking down. I'll be glad when the rest of my tooth implants are in, which hopefully will be October. I'm about 5 teeth shy of having enough to chew a good steak. It's like weird you having to chew with your front teeth like on steak and stuff, and it's really weird. It's the dental process that will not end. It just keeps going and going and going. And just when think I've got it all done and like whew, we're done, they're like, oh, now we need to do this. I'm like, oh my gosh, when does it end? Let's see how slow the dumb is moving. Yeah, look at that. It's just slow compared to what this thing normally does. Let's see the VIX. No wonder the VIX, y'all, was at 19 yesterday. The VIX is 17.8.
Why is it taking this long to get Emma?
I don't know, Mama. I mean, JoJo. Mama will be home a minute.
Look at the texture.
I like your green shirt, your greenish yellow shirt there, son. That's very sharp. Got a buy signal on the 15. Would be hard for me to take it with AD going down. Exactly, Schwartz. When the dentist finishes his new house, Bobby's mouth will be done. Unbelievable. And my dentist, it's him and his son that are dentists there, right? And I bet they have 40 employees at that place. It's like they've got so many rooms, and I don't know how they keep up with all the patients, but somehow they do. I remember the dentist I went to as a kid, he had like one room. You'd have to wait at one room. So I don't see how two dentists do like 40 rooms. It's a big empire. Come on, do something to give us a buy signal. And if we can confirm that with AD, we might take something here in a little bit. And I think we need to remember that's the hard part, is staying out of the trade. It'd be easy to say, oh, let's just go long, or oh, let's just go short. The hard part is the patience. Ready for it to show us something. Oh my gosh, when you were a kid, your dentist refused to use deadening shots. I bet the sound of the drill triggers you. Oh my gosh. What kind of evil person was that? Well, not only that, but today I said, hey, will y'all put some cream on my teeth before, deadening cream, rub it on there before you give me the shot. And they're like, oh, sure. I am a baby. Now, when I go back in October for my implants, they give me the good stuff. I mean, they give me something that really just knocks me out. I don't know what it is, but it's white powder, and they say put it under your tongue. Next thing you know, okay, you're finished, Mr. Gaines. All right, let's get a buy signal. Uh-oh, a buy signal's flashing. Let me see. I see AD printing upward. Okay. 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 I see you. Let's see if it stays. We're right at the 300 though. That worries me a little. Uh-oh, now it's giving me hey, we're in chop area. We'll pretend we go long at the 300 if we get it. Because I think what the chop thing is saying is, hey, don't take this trade. It's just a false signal. It's just chop. See what I'm talking about? That little thing printing right there. We'll pretend we went in at the 300. AD does confirm, though. Uh-oh, now my little chop thing went away. Huh. Well, Bob, you could take it again if you feel froggy. This looks like it's slow pushing. We still got our chop things here, though, don't we? So even though that's not printed, it makes you think that this is chop. There's no conviction in the move. Devil dentist. What is the name of the chop thing? Okay, let's see what that is. It's called consolidation zones. And then once you go into it, it's hard to see. So go into zone color and make it white. Or you can make it yellow or something if that helps you. Let's see what yellow looks like. That doesn't look like yellow, does it? It's white space. Wow, that would have been a good trade, y'all. We got filtered out because of the chop thing that printed and then the repainting of it left. That would have been a great trade. Look at that. From 300 to 316. 16 points times 20, that's $320. We've been done with the one trade. Okay. That's fine. Money flow was pointing up and going upward. That was good to know. Live and learn. AD was pointing up. Would have been a great trade. Well, at least we know the indicator works, right? Probably could have even went long after we busted out that little red line there. Right? I think my dentist, when we were kids, I think his goal was to fill every one of our teeth, whether we had a cavity or not. And my mama just went with it, bless her heart. Well, if you say little Bubba needs it, okay, whatever. Would have been a $600 trade. Did anybody take it? Wow, your brother's never had a cavity. That's like Beth. Beth never gets cavities. I'm like, how do I get all these cavities? It's just continuous. Got a sale on the 15. Flashed off. That's interesting. We got a buy on the 5 right after the consolidation zone. Money flow is close to being overbought. Oh, good. Boys, that's very good. Oh, we got a sale. Okay. Let's look. Where's price? Okay. AD is down on one bar. Let's see.
Order filled.
Watch it immediately stop me out. It's actually a little funny that it give a sell signal there. I'm not really seeing everything else aligned to say, this isn't headed down. Let's see what happens. We make it stopped out. And that's going to happen. Mark, I think, Mark, the other day we said that even though you get the sell signal, we would not take in the sell signal because we were above the line. I think you got to wait to take the sell signal when price gets below the line. I think that's the key. So I actually took that a little premature. That's fine. We're learning. Now drop like a rock, you son of a gun. We're still above the smoothing line. So we still shouldn't have taken the trade. Isn't that right, Mark? It's freaking me out that Mark's not talking back to me. But I do think that's right. You don't trade it until price gets under the line. And actually a bar close under the line. Here we go. Drop. Money flow is going against me. AD is going for me, though. Give me a close under that line. There you go. I didn't close under the line, but I think we're about to get a close under the line. Money flow still headed upward. We don't like that. Yeah, okay. So Mark says using new laptop audio not working, you're correct. Close underline is the safest. So we still don't have that close under the line. Let's see if this bar will close under the line. That would be the signal then to go short at that point. And then we get the little signal that we're getting a consolidation zone. Got a buy on the 15. That's not helping us. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Sure is slow going from a profit target to a stop out. I think I've got to start trading that early morning. It seems like this really indicator is really good for first thing in the morning at the market open. Seems like it does really, really good from what I've seen. My problem is I have so many freaking doctor's appointments and I'm always make them in the morning. Like I got a foot doctor Thursday. I had my psychiatrist Monday. I had my dentist today. I got my chiropractor Friday. I guess I need to start putting those appointments in the late afternoon after we've already made our money. We're in a trade and we can't get out. Come on, money flow. Now turn down. And of course, AD's picking up a little bit. Thanks, AD, for nothing. There we go. We won't lose on this trade. It's a guaranteed winner. I've got a stop in. Keep going, little girl. Keep going. At least get 100 out of it. Come on, keep falling.
Stop filled.
Make sure you hit your exit because it will keep in those stops. So always exit out as I have normally did. So we made $100 on our first trade. Yay. And that gets us to half of our daily goal. So let's see what happens. It was a slow $100. We took about $180 worth of heat for the $100. We were willing to risk $300 and we made 100. Bobby, that's a terrible risk to reward ratio. Yeah, I know. I know. But if we get a good number of, you know, get a good number of signals, all we need is one or two signals to, you had a false signal on ES on the 1 minute. Okay. I think that video that me and Mark watched, I think they back tested it and it had about a 65% success rate with the trades. So yeah, you're going to get stopped out, but with a 65% success rate, we should be able to haul this thing into profitable territory. I mean, if we'd have taken that buy right there and that sale, the sale gave us 100. That buy would have given us at least 100. We'd be done. So I need to share that video with y'all. Let's see if I can share it with y'all. Let's see, Mark Malone. Let's see if I can find this video. Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome back.
Hello everyone and welcome back.
Today I am going to be sharing with you one of the most surprisingly powerful strategies.
Okay, it had a 7,800% gain in this video. Now, how do I share? Share and copy link. Now I'm going to go into Discord, y'all, and I'm going to put it under our scalping section. I've created a scalping session. Let's see. It is called I swear I started a scalping run. Okay, let me just put it under live chat and I'll say at everyone. Here is the video mentioned during today's scalping session. And then everybody can see it. There. This thing looks like it wants to go up. You're still long, Schwartz. Okay. So everybody's got access to that video. I think you'll enjoy it. And you can find several YouTube videos on this bot that we're trading. Just do UT, what's the heck of it called? UT bot alerts, yeah. UT bot alerts, and just search for that, and you'll find a lot about that. Now, another video that I watched, or it was a written thing about it, they use something called, I don't know if we'll like this or not. It's called zero lag EMA. Zero lag EMA with Kalman filter. I don't know what that is. Let's see if I find zero lag EMA. Zero lag to version 2.
Let's
Let's see what this looks like.
go back, okay?
4,000 people are using that one. I can ask you zero lag EMA. Zero lag EMA. See what this looks like.
But you'd be ready to go by 14. Okay? But you're talking about that, baby.
I thought I added it on this one. Oh, I guess I added it on this. Hold on.
So, why don't you go in the soft bedroom and get a box, put it in a box?
Let's go put it on this one. So we'll go to indicators. Okay, Mark says one of the videos said I think only trade the first thing and only take 3 signals. I remember that. 0 lag EMA. See if that shows anything. I guess it's that blue line. That don't really help me, does it, y'all? Let's take that off. Oh, we got a buy signal. Uh-oh. Hold on. And we're above the line. Come on, Bobby. Let's see. What's AD doing? AD's not really confirming it. Let me see if I get a little pullback first. Looks like we would have made our 100 if we'd have taken it. Mark, I don't like you being able to not talk. Beth says that Mark's voice sounds like Clark Howard. Some of y'all may know who Clark Howard is. He's a guy in Georgia. He's a consumer advocate, I guess is what you would say he is. And she says Mark sounds just like Clark Howard. To which I was like, he sounds more like Walter Cronkite to me.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Beth.
Dude.
Okay, what's the problem?
It's Bobby. Just be there at 5.
Yeah.
I'll be up starting 6.
Mhm.
Okay. Devin has got to be at Indian Creek at 6 for the thingy-majiggy. Banquet.
At Indian Creek Church? Sounds like Helen Keller.
Okay.
No, not just laughing. I'll take Devin.
So you're gonna go separate.
Yeah.
Your mama's not going to the ball game.
Okay, is it in Bowden?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to see if your mama will take Devin?
No, I'll take him.
You don't want to go at 5 o'clock.
No, I'll go. I don't care. Money flows saying down. Big Clark Kent. Uh-oh, now we're flashing a sell signal. Now that's more in line with what I'm seeing on my other chart. I think this buy has already flown the coop, so to speak. Give me a sale and print a sale. Sell stop at 323. So what Mark's saying is he would be down here front running it on the downside. And he and I have had success with front running it. Watch on me. ES has a sell signal. Okay. And NQ normally follows. There the self signal flashes again. Let's see if it prints. Flashing in and out. Can't make his mind up. Okay, now it's there for good. So let's see if we can catch it. Huh?
Order filled.
Order filled. Now let's not take any heat on this one. Let's just go. Let's just go. There you go. There you go. Come on. Fly, baby, fly. You know you want to fly down. You know you do. Look at this money flow. Look at my AD. You want to fly down. Just go ahead and do it. There you go. Now let's put a stop in here. At least we'll make $20. It's not ready yet, is it? Come on. There you go. Let's put a stop in. Now we know we can't lose. Go, baby, go. Fly me to the moon.
Billy. Billy.
There you go. There you go. We got our day done. If we'll just go down there and do our 200, we got it done. Got our day done, y'all. It can only be better. It cannot be worse.
Stop filled.
And then hit your exit button. Boom. $195. What? We're going for 200. And I missed that. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. This has been a successful scalping session. Now, in real life, we'll keep going just for the heck of it. That's the tooth tax. I like that. I mean, I like that we've got our trades done, right? So that's our $200. That's what we would do in the day. So if this were real life, I would really have the discipline to say, okay, that's it. We've got our trades. We are 2 for 2 or 100%. The signals worked. The signals worked. There was a third signal that we could have taken that would probably have us at least to 300 now. So the 3 signals that we could have taken would have made it for us. So, you know, if we do something stupid now and get stopped out and it takes our profit away, remember in real life that wouldn't have happened. Right? We're just trying to learn, but in real life we would have stopped because I am perfectly happy with getting $1,000 a week. Now, once we build up the account, then we'll certainly go more and bigger. We may go to 300, 400, 500, but in the beginning, ES is just so slow. Just so slow. But Mark, I think what we've done today has been more patient. When we traded the last time you and I together, we were taking trades in between signals, you know. Oh, yeah, we were taking it off the 15 even. But I think we got to wait for the one, let money flow and AD confirm, and then just go with it. I think that's how we do it. So we've been very successful so far. Now I'm ready to get a buy signal. It's easier for me to go short than to go long. Not sure why that is.
Yeah.
But we still got a 34 minutes left. And really, in real life, we wouldn't be trading the last 15 minutes. That's the wild, wild west. But we'll play with it today, see how we do. And look, the sell signal did come, I think, above. Well, it depends on when that printed, I guess, for good. I guess it printed on this candle, so it was below the line. So that's another thing we need to watch for is that the candle is below the line on the sell and it's above the line on the buy. and we'll just keep refining this strategy. And I think the longer that we trade it, the more that we'll do. And it's kind of cool that you go, I can make $200 a day or $1,000 a day and not be in the market overnight for all the crazy stuff that could happen under President Mango. He cracks me up. Trump just cracks me up. I know some things he says it's just to make liberals' head explode. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to go crazy over this. And I think he has so much fun doing it. And I'm like, he's just trolling y'all. If y'all would just chill, he knows it strikes a nerve with folks. But he is funny. And I like closing these up. It just clears your chart up so much. You're just trading from a clear tax. He told the Canadian PM, never say never. I know. I just love that. You're sitting there with the guy who is the president of Canada, or the prime minister of Canada. You're just saying, hey, you ought to be the 51st state. And he said, that's never going to happen. And Trump says, never say never. I just love it. And there's no chance that Canada becomes 51st state, but it's just funny to even have him mention it. And the Canadians, y'all, they just flip out. It's like, if you sit back and watch things, on both sides, it really is entertaining. It's entertaining. Uh, okay, what's happening here? These little lines that it draws looks like support and resistance, I guess, on our little thing. You know what we should do, Mark and everyone? We should make sure that we get the code for this indicator and that we copy it and keep it, because what if the guy that created this thing says, oh no, everybody's using my indicator, let's stop it. And then we go, because this is just clean, y'all. Look at that, just clean. And Claude tried to perfect it and tried to make it better, and Claude just made it worse. Just clean. Buy, sell. Check on AD, check on money flow, check on cumulative delta. We've got a consolidation zone forming, which would probably mean, and we got in trouble last time because we didn't take it. If we get a buy signal, it might flash to us not to take it because of the consolidation zone. That's how we use that. I don't know about y'all though, but if I can make $200 a day and it be as boring as this, well, I can do that all day long. It don't bother me. I don't need excitement. I got enough excitement with my wife and kids. They drive me nuts. We had to take the little redhead. My wife had to take her to the emergency room yesterday. She's okay now. We thought it might be her appendix, but apparently it wasn't. So that's good. She's doing better now. She's got a softball game tonight. She's on the all-star team playing first base because she's tall. Oh, the thing that really got the the liberals really upset is when he said he might consider running for a third term. Oh, I cracked up at that because he knows. Yeah, I mean, he knows he can't run for a third term, but it doesn't matter that he knows that. He knows that it'll make their heads explode. And while he's got them confused on him running for a third term, then he's doing something else of his policy agenda that's got them totally freaked out because they're worried about him running for a third term. Now, he could run for a third term, but we would have to repeal the 22nd Amendment. And I can't imagine, I don't know how we got any amendments to the Constitution passed, to be honest with you. I can't imagine this country agreeing on anything. So we may have seen the last of the amendments to the Constitution in the foreseeable future. I can't imagine anybody agreeing. What, doesn't 2/3 of the states or something have to agree on something to put it in the, I can't see that ever happening. But apparently FDR flipped everybody out by being elected 4 times, and they didn't like that. And the states basically said, no, that won't happen again. If you ever get a chance when you're in Georgia, go to Warm Springs, Georgia, to the Little White House. That's where FDR would go with his polio to the Warm Springs, and he would put his body in there, and it would uh, help him with his polio in his legs. And his little house is there, and it's really neat. You can tour the house. He was sitting for a portrait when he passed away in the little house. So you see the unfinished portrait that the artist, they've got it on display. And so she had a lot of it done, but it's not complete. And she just stopped it where she was. And he died right there in the chair. Well, they moved him over to the bed. And y'all, when I say bed, I'm talking about a twin bed. Dude had a little bitty bed. And you think this guy was 4-time president of the United States and he had this little bitty bed. It's kind of neat too. Okay. But it's neat if you ever want to go to the Little White House. They've got a lot of memorabilia there. They've got like one of his cars, some of his walking canes that leaders and people all over the world would send him, you know, and it was kind of cool. And the cook who cooked for the president, um, she wrote on the wall like last meal ever cooked for president, you know, was cooked in this kitchen or something like that. It was kind of cool. Hey, we got a buy signal and I didn't even notice it. AD's going up. Let's see, what's money flow doing? Money flow's going up. AD's going up. I don't know. Is it too late? It's come on the heel of that and now it's going back down. I don't know if I want to take this or not. Especially coming after that consolidation zone. And if we're saying this is resistance and this is support, it's coming in that. Now the buy signal did come with the candle above the signal line. So that's good, but now we're below the signal line, so we'd be taking heat on the trade. I still believe with the buy signal coming so close to the consolidation zone that that's probably a chop and not worthy of us taking. But let's see. I'll watch AD. We'll watch money flow. Money flow still pointing up. AD kind of pointing up. I'll tell you someone else that cracks me up, and that's AOC. She cracks me up, and she makes conservative heads blow up. She's pretty funny too. I like that little video that shows like her making eyes at uh, uh, Elon Musk. They got the sultry music in the background. That cracks me up. Goodness, we got some funny politicians, y'all. That's what Mama was talking about the other day. She said, it used to be we were all Democrats. And I'm like, yeah. In the South, everybody was a Democrat. And that kind of changed when Reagan went in. Reagan kind of swept the South, and everybody was disillusioned with Carter. And then a lot of people in the South converted to Republican. They were still the Democrats, but the Democrat Party just kind of left. The old country boy, farmer type person, the platform kind of shifted, and things shift and shift back, So most of the lifelong Democrats flipped to Republican, like Richard Shelby, who was Alabama U.S. Senator forever, was a Democrat. And I remember when he switched to Republican, and a friend of mine ran for um, probate judge of Cleveland County, Alabama, as a Republican. And I said, you're running as a Republican in Cleveland County, Alabama, and you think you're going to get elected? He served 6 year terms as a Republican. And I was laughing at him because he was running as a Republican. I said, dude, everybody's Democrat. But things changed and he anticipated it. So it was kind of cool. Now I like Zell Miller, governor of Georgia. He was my kind of Democrat, just a good common sense fella. Wow, AD's really punching up. Maybe we should take this long. Yeah, I just typed in NQ. I guess it's the same size. AD popping up, money flow up toward the top. I just don't know. Maybe we'll get some movement here in the last 15 minutes. It's amazing now. Georgia has two Democrat U.S. senators. And that was unheard of just a few years ago. Abrams trying to get the billions back. I bet she is. Lord, I wonder if she'll run for governor a third time. I can't imagine her being governor of Georgia. And Kemp, our governor, decided he's not running for U.S. Senate. I think he would have been a shoo-in for that, but he decided not to. Yeah, old Fannie Willis, or Funny. They all started calling her Fanny, and then apparently that upset her, so they started calling her Funny. Does it seem like the dome is picking up a little bit to y'all? Some people call it the dome, some people call it the dome, the depth of market. Like it's speeding up a little. Well, we've been doing this a little over an hour. I mean, where else can you make $195 an hour as an attorney? Pretty good, pretty low stress. Take a little signal here and there. Yeah, Senator. That's how you make it. Oh yeah, if they love pharma, you get those money from the pharmaceutical companies. Have y'all seen the pharmaceutical commercial with the lady that looks like Stacey Abrams? She's dancing in a supermarket. And heaven I'm in my A1C. Na 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 na. And she starts singing that. And then, they go through this drug could kill you, cause lower limb loss. And then one of the side effects, I swear to y'all, is irritation between the anus and genitals. And I said, my God, that's a specific point of where you could get a irritation. I said, I don't know if I won't be taking that drug. Y'all watch it next time. It's got a lady, she looks just like Stacey Abrams singing in a supermarket. Lowering my A1C. That is a hell to the no, no. Exactly right. I heard that. I'm like, that's, I didn't even, I glazed over the part. Hey, it may cause lower limb loss. Yeah, that's something you want. Yeah, hey, this is gonna lower my A1C, but I'm gonna lose my legs. That's a winner. No, I think I'll keep my A1C high. Jeez. And then they may cause injury between the anus and the genital. I'm like, no, I'm good on this one. I think I think I'm fine. Man. Oh, we got a cell signal. Uh-oh. Everything looks good. AD down, money flow down. Come on, get me. Can I get in? Come get me. Come get me. Don't dump without me.
Order filled.
There we go. Now remember, in real life, we would not be doing this. Ain't no way in the last 15 minutes we'd be taking this trade. Lord, they was having an outside church service across the street from me the other day. They normally, a lot of times, they'll have a revival out there or something. And some of the singers at that church, oh my gosh, I was sitting there going, Lord, Lord. I know the Bible says make a joyful noise, but that is anything but joyful. I was like, shut them up. Some person was singing, ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. And I thought, friend, let me tell you something. If I was in the grave, I'd be coming out after that. Oh, that was some rough singing. Come on, take a dump. We really don't want to give up our profit for the day, even though we did say we wouldn't have taken this trade in real life. Now watch it make $300 and I'll be like, yeah, I would have taken this trade in real life. Come on. There is a tug of war between the buyers and the sellers here. We got a sell signal. We're below the signal line. AD was pointing down. Money flow was pointing down. My gosh, we won't lose.
Stop filled.
Hey, how come I didn't make no money? I put a stop there. I thought we'd have made at least $5. Oh well. Let's see. Now it's going to take off and drop. Look at it. Come back, get me one more time. I may do it one more time. Or this thing just drops. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Why didn't we stay in? Look up the preacher who's held to the no on YouTube. I'll have to look that up. Oh, you know, if someone's singing a solo in church and someone says, "Bless them, Lord," you know that it ain't going good. If someone's asking for the Lord's blessing upon them while they're singing, yeah, that is not good. I bought the lifetime subscription. And then on the thing, I did just level one right here. I didn't do showing level two with all the orders. I really don't use that. But I bought the lifetime subscription to get you the really low commissions. And then I subscribed to the $4 a month feed. Boy, look at this getting wonky, y'all. Wow. Brandy, I love that preacher and Hell to the No video so much. I send it to people at least a couple times a month. I gotta search that out. Hell to the No. Oh, that's great. Y'all, Brandy, I told y'all this yesterday. Brandy was in my Alabama class. And so she is now a lifetime subscriber to Trader Nerds. And so we're going to teach Brandy how to be a scalper so she can make her, like we did, $200 a day. I mean, $200 a day, y'all, that's it's pretty good. $1,000 a week, $4,300 a month. And then as we grow our account, we'll go a little bigger. We got to grow it first. Well, first of all, they got to let me open an account first. Jeez Louise. Hell to the yes, yes. So I said, roll tide, Brandy. This was the first Alabama class I had where all the students made A's. The graduates and the undergraduates. Normally I give out about 2 or 3 F's, and that's just people not doing their work. But this class was so good. They all did their work and they all made A's. I was really proud of them. I guess this is about my 4th or 5th year of teaching at Alabama. And I was like, I told them first day of class, I said, 2 of you will fail this class. And I was wrong. So Brandy made an A, doing her work and doing good. Schwartz wants to know, Brandy, if you're in Tuscaloosa. Schwartz is in Tuscaloosa. This thing wants to dump, y'all. How many minutes we got? We got 8 minutes. And this thing is just, look at that. That was a great sell signal. It was a great sell signal. That's what I'm saying. You look back on these signals and most of them are golden, y'all. That's why I couldn't get Claude to improve upon it. These things give great signals. And then if you get a confirmation on the 15 too, that's even better. Look at that thing just drop out. AD is down. She's in Tucson, Arizona now. Originally from Gadsden, Alabama. Top of the river, right there on the river. Top of the river's so good. I like their fried dill pickles. Schwartz wants to know if you know Tommy Ford, Brandy. I got relatives in Tucson. Gadsden, Alabama, home to Gadsden Music. Yeah, the fried pickles. I'm going home next week. I may have to eat there. Tommy Ford sounds familiar, but I can't place him. Did you know that the top of the river in Gadsden gives you a different side sauce with the pickles? They give you like I don't know, like a horseradish sauce or something in Anniston at the top of the river. But in Gadsden, I think they give you ranch dressing. And they've got the best greens, y'all. And everybody calls them turnip greens, but I know for a fact that they're mustard greens. And you get that with their pone of cornbread. Some of y'all don't know what a pone of cornbread is. My, is that good? Boy, this thing just fell out, y'all. We should have took the sell signal. We did, but we only made $5 on it. I should have held in there. The signal was valid. It didn't have it at a thing. Why did I not trust? Why did you not trust, Bob? You could have had a $800 day. Oh no, he grew up in Gaston and his father was the postmaster. He was killed by a postal employee. Oh, you got to be careful in postal employees. My aunt was two of my aunts were. And she went crazy, y'all. And what she do is she was a mail carrier and she go pick the mail up and bring it to her house and she would burn it for firewood. This is for you got your social security checks direct deposited and stuff. Ain't no telling how many checks that woman burnt in her fireplace. So finally she didn't show up one day. And then she didn't show up the next day and they went out to her house and they found all these bags of mail in her house. And she didn't go to prison because I think she was they determined that she's just nuts. She's just crazy as hell. Wow, in charge of tickets. He was loved and hated. What you mean, like traffic tickets or like game day tickets? Those boogers gave me a traffic ticket when I went down there and parked. I taught one of my Alabama classes live one session. Sports tickets. Oh, I bet he was because he couldn't get everybody their tickets they wanted. Well, as an adjunct professor, I don't get jack squat crap, nothing. Nothing. No parking, no tickets. They normally send me a Christmas card. And sometimes they send a little gift, like a coffee mug or something. That's kind of nice. Send an Alabama coffee mug. They sent one of those things to put in your windshield to keep your car from getting hot one year. That was nice. But I'm afraid about well, I called and got them to take care of it. I was like, look, I was coming down there to see my class. And I didn't know it was a place I wasn't supposed to park. I'm afraid we've got a new leader of our department that's taken over. And I'm just hoping that they still use me as a professor. You know, they could always say, yeah, screw you, we're going to bring in my own people. So I hope I still get to teach. I really do enjoy it. Because I just got my master's at Alabama in the same program that I teach back in 2017. God, that's been 8 years ago. It's crazy. Man, we would have made a whole week's worth. Oh, I hope your brother does get to take my class. Make sure he says hello and tell me that he's your brother when he gets in there. Tell him it's an easy A. Just do your work. I just teach in the spring. I did teach an insurance class in the fall one year. That wasn't as fun. Oh, with the XU Alabama police chief. That's cool. All right, guys, we got our $200 in. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't all that, but it was what we did. So y'all have a great, great day, and let's do it again tomorrow. What you say? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.